Hey, it's me again. I'm on weekend 7. I'm not entirely sure where I want to look, because I have two monitor and laptop, whatever. Week 7, as always, I'm late to this because today's a Monday. I'm so smart, but nonetheless close enough. So the idea of this channel is these are meant to be personal things, like a diary entry, although public. So that that basically means I'm going to try and avoid giving personal information. I'm sorry about my chair for the 5 people watching this. I'll try and sit still, but yeah. Also, the fire alarm, like, not fire alarm, but oh, perfect timing. Smoke detector is horrendous. I don't hear it though. I'm like completely used to it. People watching this probably getting pissed. Deal with it. So yeah, personal diary, and I have some rough notes written on my phone. I hope I didn't show anything too important, but I'll try and just do this roughly freestyle. So I mentioned. Okay, wait. So the week. Sorry. This is the week beginning 9th of February. Yes, yes. So that weekend preceding that, this is week 6. I had friends party on the 7th. Got home late, whatever, and then the 8th I was kind of not really recovering, but I mean I didn't get up early because obviously I got home at like fucking 1 a.m. uh, that was fun. Important thing is on Sunday, I kind of fucking downloaded this really shitty game which you've probably seen mobile ads for, Whiteout Survival. I think I might be brain dead because there was no good reason for me to have done that, but I did that, and yeah, questionable, but I did that. Give me a second. So then on Sunday, I was so fucking locked in on doing nothing, on procrastinating like fuck. I think I had, let me check, I think I had like 9 hours of screen time on my phone. Keep in mind, I got out of bed at like 10. And then also, I did none of my homework, so fucked. And this led to me going to bed at about 4:45 a.m., maybe a bit later. Not my best idea, not my proudest moment. So, I mean, Monday, obviously, I was fairly tired. I think I was able to get by, but nonetheless, right? Well, because I have to wake up at like 6:37, and so that's like 2 hours of sleep. Bad. Nothing major happened on Monday, I think. Tuesday, okay, so I did the same fucking thing. I went to bed at like fucking 4:30 or something. I had two homeworks due Tuesday, right? Neither of them were very major. However, I didn't really fucking do them, right? Like, I sat down, I had one of them in front of me, and I was just looking at it, but I wasn't fucking doing it. Like, I actually just, I don't know why I'm like this. Like, I think I'm actually like 6 hours or something. I hope if I alt tab, it does continue recording. Because I remember crashing out and while messaging my friends, and like, okay, 10 o'clock said it's almost time to lock in. Then I just started doing other fucking shit for no fucking reason. Like, why am I like this? I don't know. But I went to bed really late, fucking really late. I was tired, I was drained. I mean, neither of the homeworks I'd done properly. One of them I was desperately writing up, like, in the morning break before the lesson. I managed to get away with it. The other one, she asked me for the one bit which I hadn't done, and I said, "Oh, I don't know." "Oh, but you're meant to know this. That's the homework." And so, but also, I had the same thing last week, so I think she's kind of aware I'm becoming useless. I did have good contributions though. I was able to contribute in class. Um, so I was fucking tired. I guess one thing is I'd planned to ask a teacher who I only have one lesson a week something about a talk we had 2 years ago because it was a mental health talk, right? And there was a diagram which I really want to look back at because I remember looking at that then and thinking, oh, I lie at this point on the diagram. That's bad. Um, I'm probably even worse now, but it's interesting to see how I compare to how I was and how I've changed and definitely not grown, but gotten worse. And but the thing is, I don't remember what the diagram measured. I just remember it was a circle, so I need to ask him that. But he wasn't there, so whatever. Then after school, I had the pleasure of meeting a friend. She goes to a school nearby, Hype. okay, I'd planned it just to be the two of us, and we would like. I hadn't formally said this to her, but I imagined it would just be the two of us having a somewhat sincere conversation because we're both mentally unwell. My parents are coming home now, so this is going to be annoying. But another friend of hers, the friend who I kind of got to know her through, found her and beforehand they were talking. So we didn't have a genuine conversation, me and her. I had planned for me to roughly crash out, but we instead had fun and it was just shenanigans. And Loki, yeah, fuck with it, fine, fine. Then Tuesday evening, I did not go to bed that late. I went to bed at like 10. Wait, I can fucking count the hours. But basically, the next day, I had how much? I had a UC, university offer holiday. That was in the afternoon, but nonetheless, I had to go for that. Um, I have really bad time management, so in the morning, I did wage bait my parents by being incompetent. Boo hoo. But I got like 11 hours of sleep. Fuck yeah. Got to sleep in. Fuck yeah. Went there. It was calm. It was chilling in a cafe for a bit beforehand. Fuck yeah. Um, the biggest thing was like a lot of it was just like like a open day. That's the word. Like an open day. And I went to the university open day last summer, so nothing too new. But when I was walking in, I came across a girl, and I was just about to leave the door when she was also there for the offer holiday. So I talked to her, and it turns out I can talk to people, and I'm not entirely. She seemed quite extroverted and talkative, but at some point she ended up. We added each other on Insta. That's kind of cool, I guess. I don't really talk to people on Insta, but yeah. Also, she did message me Saturday afternoon, so I need to reply to her. It's been 2 days. I am so bad at this stuff. But yeah, that was calm. And then, oh yeah, I tried to find my friends. I thought they'd be doing something, but the girl, she was not allowed to meet with the friend that she'd intended to meet, who, because we'd met the day before. That's not too important though. That's not too important. Okay. The interesting parts are Thursday. Normal lessons, nothing too important apart from coming home and baking cookies. My mum helped a good amount, but that was fun. Baked cookies. I haven't baked properly in a while. Um, it did persistently remind me of the fact that my parents are fairly paranoid. Because I've done the exact same thing, right? Same recipe of simple cookies. My parents are down the road. I can see them on Find My. But that was. So she just kept telling me, oh, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do this. When I'd done the entire thing on my own earlier, like 2 months ago. So, paranoia, but they turned out nice. Friday, last day of half term, Mufti. I clocked that, so basically wear your own clothes instead of uniform. I clocked while walking in that when I'd been thinking about what to wear, I had to change from what I used to think of, oh, what's comfortable to what looks nice, coffee. So slowly I've become more self aware and not necessarily in a good way. Whatever. I had fun though with my friends in lunch. We played some game, and then lunch was some meal to celebrate Chinese New Year. Because that might be today actually or tomorrow, but nonetheless. And then deliberated whether to have that is not important, but yeah, came back with some friends. We chatted on the way back. Anything else? Oh yes, I think I actually got sleep Thursday night, so Friday, I was like well rested and I felt good. Holy fuck, I like that, and I was able to contribute in lessons and like kind of almost lock in. Holy fuck, I like that. Saturday, Saturday was technically Valentine's Day, but your boy, this bitch is fucking single as shit, so didn't celebrate. However, um, okay, this is gonna sound like it's romantic because it was Valentine's Day, but at squash, there's this girl I roughly talk to. She's quite shy and quiet, and almost arguably somehow even more socially awkward than I am. And I don't know how to talk to new people, generally speaking. Although the Wednesday did prove that slightly wrong, but nonetheless. So I mean, she's we both been going there for a while. I'm trying to see if my parents can hear me, but we barely talk because I don't know how to start conversations, neither does she. So it's always light-hearted, like whimsical shit. Um, So I figured like 2 months ago before Christmas, oh, it would be nice if I asked her phone number. That way we could talk outside of squash training. But then I just didn't. So I did. I've been planned on doing that yesterday on Saturday, but I kept procrastinating it. It kind of makes for a nice whimsical romantic story, but fuck, I'm retarded. I can't be bothered to go into the details because my parents have come home, and I can't be bothered to try and talk while they're here because yeah. I'm gonna act like I'm playing video games, I guess. Uh, it was a decent week though, and then Sunday was just procrastination, messaging her, but not really. I'll probably talk about it later. 10 minutes is also a decently long entry, so I probably should go. Bye.